time has come for a solo stream. It's been so long since I've done one of these. Matty K in the house. Adam says that stream from Friday had that crazy jam you guys did, and I swear it has been played a dozen times. Oh, you mean Tonus Diabolicus? Yeah, that little tune, you got to get a delay that is one repeat. Actually, you can probably see, I've got there it is, the Koch monster. Actually, the shadow's a little much there, but that's the delay llama extreme there, and that's the delay llama. So the extreme has some presets, and you can do some crazier things with it. The delay llama, that one there, I usually have set to just kind of a slapback. But right now I have this one on, if you can see me waving at it. This one right here. And the preset I have is one repeat. And so if I put a little gain-a-rooney on there as well, I use my pinky and yeah, hello. Can you hear me? I'm hearing Ryan speak. His thing must still be on. I'm actually hitting the whammy bar a little bit with my pinky to make it warble a little bit. Whoa, just like that. A little bit of that Tonus Diabolicus. That's an old tune of mine from back in the damn day. Back in the damn day. Yeah, that came out in the original Tone Controls record back in 1993, maybe? 93, that sounds about right. Todd Roy from Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia, how's it going out there? Ooh, the B string went out there. Yeah, pleasure meeting you at Heartfest this year. What a show it was. Thank you very much. The old Heartfest here in beautiful Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Did I visit Anderton's this time around? I did, Nate, and that should be coming out soon. I actually did that interview the day before the Pedal Show guys, but the Pedal Show guys got their program out. Lickety-damn split. Lickety-split. Can you dig it? Oh, can you dig it? Great to see you too, Lelandberg. Thanks for stopping in. You know, that tune, Tonus Diabolicus, is a kind of a classic example of how my twisted brain works. Lost it when Vincent Garcia showed up and played on the stage with the guitar some. Yeah, that turned out pretty cool. I sent him the Tonus, Mrs. Buckley song to learn. He learned that sucker right up. That was excellent. Michael Burrell says, love the Pedal Show video. Thank you, sir. It was a fun one. You know, when I'm on the road, I get a little squirrely. Get a little squirrely. Anyways, but that tonus diabolicus, that little, that first part, I basically just put, I had this Mike Stern lick I like. I think I heard him do. So I took that and I added the little thing to it, and it sounded like this. Then it just came up with this little extra little section. And it goes to the 4 chord, and I kind of do an arpeggio of a E7 sharp 11 chord, or E9. So if I play without it, and then with the delay, and then back the. And then it goes to this thing where I do, it's an old Wes Montgomery lick. There was a record that Wes Montgomery did with Jimmy Smith, if you'll recall, back in the day, and they're both eating a sandwich on the cover of the record. And the Riverside Blues, I believe, not Traveling Riverside Blues, just the Riverside. Down by the Riverside, that's it. And it's a blues, and he was taking a solo, and when Wes went to the 5 chord, he did this cool. And then for the 4. I'll even do a close-up on that for you. So it's So if you're doing a blues, you want to. Okay, but in the old tonus diabolicus, what I did is I added the delay to that. There we go. And then I just this little. And then I go. That's basically it. And then I add a little heat to it, of course. And then off to the races. And then I just kind of improvise over that crazy B thing. And sometimes, is it major? Is it minor? The answer is yes. Because I'm basically soloing over a B7 sharp 9, the Jimi Hendrix chord. But I'll put in that Mahavishnu scale, which is the flat 7 root, major 3rd, 4th, 5th, flat 7 root. Yes, Gary Lopez, that is the Eddie Van Halen thing. But also, you know, Chet used to do it, and Les Paul used to do it. And I didn't even really know about the cathedral thing until I actually saw Blues Saraceno doing an effect like this at a NAMM show, probably in 1990. And I thought, man, that's cool. Then I went home and I turned on my delay, and I just kind of figured it out. Came up with my own little mutation on it, if you will. Can you dig it? It's also that kind of a delay with that single repeat's good for like volume swell chords. You like. Makes things sustain. Pretty cool. Can you explain that slapback delay and how to set it up? Well, you basically turn the repeats off. You put the time, you find the time that you want. You want the repeats off, and you put the level up to where it's almost all the way up. Well, on a Boss DD3 or something like that, I put it all the way up. On something like on an analog delay, you just find the sweet spot where the repeat is the same volume as the actual guitar signal, and that is the trick. And there you go. I think it's like you put it on the dotted quarter note or dotted eighth note thing to get. But if it has no option like that, you just find where it's at, and you just kind of go. I can hit the tap tempo. Whoa, can you dig it? Will you dig it? So that's kind of fun. Again, all part of this creature that is down below. The Koch monster, a weapon of destruction. Here's just the slap I have in it. Here's the Gristle King clean boost, and then the overdrive. So if I was doing that unrepentant song, so you want an unrepentant lesson, I would do something like, you know. So up to that point, let me tame this down a little bit here. So just the first part. Right? the second part, it goes to this A with the flat 5. It's the same thing, but now I'm going to put my thumb down on the F sharp. Now G sharp. And the E, and then basically an E. And that's E over G sharp. And then to C. So I go. That's from the old Stones tune. That little pull up. I do the same chord, but I put the F in the bass. Now E in the bass. F. G, A, B, it's an old James Burtonism. You slide up, hit the minor third on the D string, and then slide it, just bend it up a half step. B string's being kind of a dick. Oh. That's another like. There we go. Put a little heat on there and it's on. Let's just sit in a harmonic. The 4th fret. Part. Anyways, you got it. There it is. There'll be a test next week. Some questions out there. Number 1, why is the triple string tree reversed? Because I like the G string open so I can ping it. So having it covered up by the string tree is no good for me. I want them to just do a 2 thing on there, but somehow it's still a 3. I guess it's just because it's easier for me to turn it around than to have a 2. Someone wants a demo of just the sounds on this with the pickups. Okay, these are new Fishman pickups that I worked with them on. I got the amp, so it's just clipping just a little bit. So these are going to be Gristle ST pickups, or I forgot what we're calling them. So anyways, this is voice 1. Put this on so you can see what I'm doing. This is the 4 position, which sounds nice and juicy. Middle position. 4 position or 2 position. And then bridge. But if I go up on this tone control here, I get the second voice, which is infinitely beefier. Now the other sound in here is there's a blend switch on this middle control. So if I'm in the bridge position, I can add in Mr. Neck. Or vice versa. Or in the middle position, middle 3 position, it's all 3 pickups. You get the gist. So many sounds, so many flavors available in this glorious weapon in, of course, avocado burst. So, yeah, the pickups are rocking. Yeah, let's grab another one of these and see what it sounds like. They should all sound the same, but with minor differentiations. No, the battery's inside, so if you could see that, let me go. That's the input jack, and there is a little mini USB input which provides the opportunity to charge it up. Charge it up. What is it with chords going exactly where you don't want them to go? Don't go, oh my God, did I bash this guitar? Oh, this guitar sustained damage on my trip back, ladies and gentlemen. I just noticed that. Let's take a look together, shall we? So this is the first time I'm seeing this guitar since I returned from Europe, and if we go forward, you'll see, you see that crack? This has been bashed in. Oh, that's dreadful. Well, you know what? What are you going to do? See if it still works. It still works. Still works, though. I was saying I've got some destruction here. There was I just opened up the case from my European trip, and you can see where this has been bashed in. This is a crack. I can't really see it with the light, though. So I guess who cares? No one can see it, and it still works. I've got that right there is the retro vibe. What bridge is that? This is a Wilkinson bridge. I can't remember which Wilkinson bridge. But if you look online, you can find out. These are the same pickups that's in the green one, exactly. What is my opinion about the Tube Dreamer overdrive of the Lucid Dreamer? I have one on here, so I'll show you the. So here's just the clean signal with a little bit of delay on it, and here's with the Lucid Dreamer. If I had the clean boost on it. So that's the Lucy Dreamer and the Clean Boost. And the Clean Boost from the Gristle King together. That's a delicious combination, ladies and gentlemen. That's a delicious combination. Greg, do you remember the first record you ever bought? The first record I ever bought with my own money was Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits from Kmart. From Kmart, a place of power. From Kmart, a place of power. Yeah, so what I like about this is the Gristle King is a little hairier, so I use that more for the bridge pickup. As opposed to this, it's more of that tube scream. Sorry, someone said their first record was Coda by Led Zeppelin. I had to play a little bit of Darlene, Darlene. That's a good one. I like that jam. That was a good jam. Does a pedal board like with single coil or how about, works great with both actually. So if I went right from this, shall we say, and went from this to, I don't have my special cable with my silencer on it, so we're just going to listen to the Sing-a-doo-gow. I had to remember that. See you in New Hampshire, Greg. Yes, we'll be there. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to returning. We're going to the East Coast in November, folks. Check that website for details. We're doing a show with the lovely Ryan Fitzsimmons going to be with us in Boston at the Burren. Still some tickets left for that rascal, but there won't be for long, so act now. Also, Jimmy's up in Portsmouth always sells out too, so. And don't forget the actual CD release party, although we haven't announced that yet. It's this official CD release party is going to be at the Iridium in New York on November 24th. It's a Sunday night. So come on down. Brian Brewer says, Carter's Vintage has a Trini Lopez guitar. Ever tried one of those? Yes, they're cool. Yes, December 1st, I'll be in Minneapolis. Michael Burrell, we were trying to do a show afterwards with the KMT. We were trying to get some of these Allman Betts after shows, and we were going to try to do one up in Minneapolis, but it doesn't look like it's panning out because Minneapolis has failed us once again. Nothing like your two hometowns, Milwaukee and Minneapolis, to, I'm not going to say that, but I kind of mean it. Are you playing with Devin Allman, or is it KMT opening? No, I'm playing with those guys. The KMT might play afterwards, and then some of those guys might come out and sit in with us. That's what's happening in Chicago when we play in St. Charles. Those guys will probably come out and rock. That's the first day of the tour as well, so. Can you dig it? Any Canada tour in the near future? Boy, you know, we'd like to work on it. We just haven't got it together yet. Greg, what about a gig in Athens next year? We're definitely going to be working on that. We're going to be working on that. West Coast, we are coming to do, we're right around NAMM, we're going to do a bunch of gigs in the LA area. So we're doing a bunch of the Cadillac, we're doing 4 of the Cadillac Zac gigs. And then I think we're also doing a gig at Venice West as well. So, actually, yeah, the new CD's coming out on Devin Allman's label. He's not on it, although Jimmy's, the 2 new tracks, it's a blues compilation record. And there's 2 new tracks on it. One is I do a duet with Larry McCrae. We do a version of Can't Be Satisfied. And then Jimmy Hall sings a arrangement I did of You Can't Lose What You Ain't Never Had, and the Memphis Horns are playing on it as well. So it's pretty doggone cool. Can you dig it? Sugar D says the Kate needs the return of Drade. Yes, that would be awesome. That was a fun little theater. This guitar sounds magnificent. We're not going to get up to the Bay Area this time. Probably not. Although we were just there. We played in Berkeley at the Cornerstone Brewery, and we also played in Felton. I think next time we go back, we'll probably go back to Sweetwater again. That's kind of a fun joint in Mill Valley over there. We did play the Fillmore too. Over by the Fillmore, we played at the Boom Boom Room. Can you dig it? Jimmy Hall from Wet Willie. That is correct. That is correct. Can you dig it? We're actually going down to Nashville. We're doing a private party. Some corporate event that they coughed up some sweet cash. I'm playing through my Tone King and Royalist right now. We're playing Thursday night down in Nashville. So we're going to drive down Wednesday, play Thursday, and then head back on Friday. So Nashville will feel our presence, but only those who have paid the bounty will hear us at the beautiful corporate event that we're playing down there. And he also was a vocalist with Jeff Beck. That is correct. Jimmy Hall sang with Jeff Beck as well. And Dickie Betts. Come down for a North Carolina show. We will one of these days. We were down there playing not all that long ago, but we need to do that. Probably first part of next year we'll get down there again. Jack says hello from Glasgow. Got it. I missed you guys out on tour here in the UK. Loved the latest visit of yours to TPS. Well, thank you. We are going to hopefully get over there in the spring and hit the spots that we missed this time. So Scotland and Ireland are going to be in the north. The King of the North! Charleston was we got to get back to Charleston. I always love Charleston. You know, we tried to get a gig in Vienna this time, and it just was not happening. So Klaus tried to get us into Vienna on this last trip where we were just on, and he could not get it to happen. So what are you going to do? It's some crazy shite. Did you ever play Epstein Island? No. I'm going to go with no on that. Although years ago I was invited to the, but it never happened. I was invited to, what's that weird party that's out in the woods where all the elites go and they have weird ceremonies and such like, but it's just really a party for rich people. You know what I'm talking about. I think it's in California. It's eluding my mind, probably because there's forces of evil there. But it wasn't a freak off with Diddy. No, I never went to this particular place, but it's thank you, Ryan, Bohemian Grove. That's correct. And guys like, we should really have you there. I'm like, really? And it never happened. So probably did a look in my dossier and they realized he can't be corrupted. Well, you could try. Woo! Man, this sounds good, doesn't it? Oh, you were at the Bluesiana. That was a fun gig. I like that place. Yeah, that's in beautiful Austria. Yeah, we had people come down from Vienna to see us there. But yes, we did not get to Vienna. I have never actually played in Vienna, which is a damn shame. It was the China Grove. Yeah, right. China Grove! Can you dig it? Well, listen, folks, we have any last questions out there? I'm going to go for a nice walk with my lovely wife. She's getting off of work just in a few moments from now, and it's very nice out here in Wisconsin. It's in the 70s today. The sun is out. It's just delightful. I'm actually going out to Wildwood next week. Aren't I? Is it next week already? God bless it, America. Let me see. I always have to look at my calendar because time just goes zip, zap, zoopity. Yeah, no shit. A week from today, I'll be in Colorado. Boy, there's no rest for the wicked. No rest for the damn wicked. Have I seen that Jimmy video with Shotgun? Yes, I have. How do I sound with the Gretsch? I like Gretches quite a bit. I do. Sneakerfoot is getting a workout. You're doggone right. Who is Drade? My nephew, when he was very young, couldn't say his G's. So he called me Drade. And I used to have to babysit him every now and again. He'd be running around the house making all kinds of noise, and I would say, "Silence, child!" And he'd look at me and goes, "Silence yourself, Drade." That's how I became Drade. But only for the initiated, like you now. Silence yourself, Drade. Should be a song called Silence Yourself, Drade. Silence yourself, Drade. Silence, child. Silence yourself, Drade. Silence yourself, Drade. Silence yourself, Drade. The Dave says, Greg, do you remember Beihoff Music? Of course, that's where I first took my guitar lessons. I took private lessons from a guy at his house, which was like about 63rd and North Avenue. And then after I kind of, was advanced out of his, because he was not really a guitar player, he was more of a bass player and a mandolin player, so he taught me what he knew, and then I took lessons from Bob Monagle at Beihoff Music, right next to Jeff Degenhardt taught right next door, and so I'd hang out with those guys. I think it was every Monday night for a few years there. Can you dig it? Crazy, crazy. Silence yourself, Dre. Silence, child. Silence yourself, Dre. Silence. I feel like I want to do a time machine back in the day when someone called me Dre. New riffs, yeah, there's some new riffs lurking. There's always new riffs. We'll have some new jams soon. But what's kind of interesting on this last trip that we did, I kept the set list pretty much the same every night. It was a great set list, though. It went for 2 hours, and it really went nice. There was a nice flow. So I'd start off on the telly version of the Reverend, the Gristle Master, and I'd start stoking up the heat. And then after we played a nice little flowing set, we'd usually start with like the Ripper, and then go into the Tussle, and then we'd do a couple from the new record. We'd do, actually at that point I'd do that version of Going Down Slow. That's a good jam, you know, the Bigadoo. Then after that, we would do Shugaboo into Six-Legged Fire, Breathing Dog. And then we would do the new three. And the new, no, actually after that, we'd do Your Face. Actually, I would do Your Face after the other one. I already forgot the set list. And then we would do Daddy Longlegs into Hotlanta, into the Hendrix thing. Boom, bow, boom, bam, boo, doo, bow, doo, boo. And then after that, I would go into, I can't remember, since I've been loving you. Anyway, and then after that, I would grab the Gristle 90 that I have tuned for in Open G, and we would do Can't Be Satisfied and Low Alask. And then I'd grab the Stratty guitar, and I would do a version of Red House, and then do Tonus Diabolicus. Then I'd put that down, grab the Telecaster back, do 'Cause We've Ended as Lovers, and then do like the Spank It medley, and then we might do a little of the James Gang, Funk 49, and then we got Toby singing Standing on Shaky Ground. That's usually what we'd end with, and that would rock. All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in today. It was a pleasure hanging out with you all, and we'll see you soon. It's going to be a minute before we, probably the first week in November. Is there anything happening in the first week in November that we should be concerned about? Any kind of, no, we're not concerned one way or the other. I'm not. You know why? Because people going to people and humans going to human. Am I right or am I right? And yeah, and the Spank It medley changes every night. I mean, sometimes what we'll do is, you know, we'll do Spank It into Boogie Yourself, Drade. See what I did there? And then that goes into that thing where Dylan and I just take off, and I might go into a million different directions. But anyways, listen, we'll be back first week in November. We'll do a little rocking and a little rolling. So you cats, let the good times roll. Don't let the bastards get you down. Am I right? Take it easy. In the immortal words of Woody Guthrie, take it easy.